So Ryan Reynolds crashed a panel nobody invited him to, and Marvel's own people are out here clowning him for it in real time. This wasn't a flex. This was a grown man begging for attention in front of a crowd that clearly did not want him there. And now people are digging up old clips, proving this has literally been going on for years. Hey guys, welcome back to Amelia Brown. Subscribe, notifications on, you know the deal, because today is messy. Quick disclaimer, allegedly, reportedly, based on what's out there right now, standard stuff. We're talking Ryan Reynolds versus Tom Holland today, and I'm just going to say it up front. By the end of this video, you might genuinely feel embarrassed for Ryan, because while Tom's been quietly running the table, Ryan's out here getting roasted by his own coworkers on camera, and it's all right there for anyone to see.
Just scared. It's fine. It's no big deal. You don't have to be scared of Ryan Reynolds.
Let's just sit with this for a second. 4 seconds. That's all it takes. You don't have to be scared of Ryan Reynolds. That's it. That's the whole line. This is a man who has spent 20 years trying to be the funniest, loudest, most I own this room guy in Hollywood, and the actual sentence being said about him out loud in public is basically, relax, he's harmless. Not scary, not iconic, not even a little intimidating. Harmless. That's the word people reached for. Sit with that for a second, because it sets the tone for literally everything else we're about to get into. I mean, think about who says something like that about a Marvel-adjacent star. You don't say don't be scared of him, about someone who commands a room. You say that about the guy everyone's already comfortable enough to joke about. That's not a compliment dressed up as a joke. That's just the truth slipping out casually, because nobody in that room felt like they had to be careful about how they talked about him. If people have to reassure the room you're not a threat, you were never actually the main character to begin with.
Time.
Oh, is this a competition?
No, never.
Ryan Reynolds, please.
Please.
Who's the best Avenger? I mean, whatever.
I
He wishes.
Yeah. I used to talk to him a lot until a couple weeks ago, but so I wouldn't really know what's going on.
So here's what actually happened. Avengers Doomsday panel, huge deal. Russo brothers running it. Robert Downey Jr. confirmed as Dr. Doom. Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. Chris Evans back as Cap. Ryan Reynolds was not on that list. Not invited. Not announced. Nothing on the official lineup with his name anywhere near it. And yet, there he is, walking out in a denim Deadpool suit, straight up asking the Russos about reshoot budgets and last-minute script changes, like he's fishing for a role live on stage in front of thousands of people and a full live stream audience watching every second of it. Oh, is this a competition? No, never. Ryan Reynolds, please? Please? I mean, come on, listen to how that lands. That reaction alone tells you everything you need to know. This wasn't some triumphant surprise cameo. This was a man crashing someone else's biggest moment of the entire weekend because he could not stand the idea of not being part of it. And the room's response wasn't excitement. It was awkward laughter. The kind of laughter that happens when everyone's a little uncomfortable, but nobody wants to say it out loud. You don't crash a party unless deep down you already know you weren't getting the invite.
Seriously.
People are hoping that we might get to see Spider-Man and Deadpool team up. Not asking you to confirm or deny any of that, but let's say it does happen. Yeah. Do you have any tips on how Tom should deal with Ryan Reynolds?
I don't know who is Ryan Reynolds.
Who's Ryan? He was in Deadpool. Did you see Deadpool?
No.
It's like he's the other guy who has a mask like yours but isn't as cool as your mask, right? They're both right.
I'm just going along with the joke.
And now the internet's dragging this back up, and it is not being kind to him. 2019, Far From Home press tour. A reporter asks a 23-year-old Tom Holland about a hypothetical Spider-Man and Deadpool crossover, and Tom just plays completely dumb about who Ryan even is, deadpan, straight-faced the whole time. I don't know who is Ryan Reynolds. Who's Ryan? He was in Deadpool. Did you see Deadpool? No, it's like he's the other guy who has a mask like yours, but isn't as cool as your mask. And Jake Gyllenhaal is right there next to him, going along with the entire bit like it's the most obvious joke in the world. Not even hesitating. 6 years ago, sure, cute banter, nobody thought twice about it. Watching it back now, after everything that just happened at Comic-Con, it plays completely differently. It plays like a warning that nobody picked up on at the time. Even back then, in a room full of his own Marvel colleagues, the energy wasn't, oh, Ryan's the man. It was, who is this guy again? That's not nothing. That's a pattern showing up years before anyone was even paying attention to it. A 6-year-old joke just turned into a documented pattern, and nobody saw it coming until now.
Characters.
And then also I would fill with smoke and I would fly around and it worked. So then I was ready to make the movie.
And you're doper than Ryan because he can't fly.
No.
And then there's this one, which honestly might be the most savage of the whole bunch. Samuel L. Jackson telling Jake Gyllenhaal dead serious tone, "You're doper than Ryan because he can't fly." A direct shot at Deadpool not having flight like basically every other major Marvel character. Short, blunt, savage. And it's coming from a guy who does not hand out compliments for fun, and definitely doesn't waste time throwing shade unless he means it. When Samuel L. Jackson takes a shot at you, even a small one, even in passing, people notice, because that man has been in this game long enough to not care about being diplomatic. Fans are already stitching this clip together with the Tom Holland one as proof that Ryan's own peers, the people who actually worked alongside him, were never as impressed with him as his own PR machine has been trying to convince the rest of us for years. 2 separate clips, 2 separate years, same energy from 2 completely different people. That's not a coincidence, that's a consensus. When Nick Fury's clowning you on camera, that's not banter, that's basically a verdict. And look, step back and look at these 4 moments together for a second, because that's really the whole story right there. It's not one bad clip. It's a Comic-Con crash where he had to invite himself, a line about how nobody's scared of him, an old clip where Tom Holland genuinely didn't seem to know or care who he was, and Samuel L. Jackson taking a direct shot at his relevance. 4 separate moments, 4 separate contexts, and every single one of them points in the exact same direction. That's not bad luck. Bad luck is one thing going wrong at the wrong time. This is 4 different people, across different years, all landing on the same read of this guy without ever coordinating with each other. At some point you have to stop calling that a coincidence, and start calling it exactly what it is. A consistent documented pattern that's been sitting in plain sight for years, just waiting for the internet to connect the dots. And honestly, that's what makes this whole thing so much worse for him. A single bad headline would be a single bad clip, people forget in a week. But once you've got 4 different moments from 4 different years, all confirming the same read on a guy, that stops being gossip and starts becoming his actual reputation, whether he likes it or not. 1 awkward clip is bad timing. 4 of them lining up like this is just who you actually are. And meanwhile, while all of this has been circulating, Tom's just been out here working. No stunts, no crashing panels, no drama attached to his name at all. The Odyssey pulled over $300 million worldwide, with 0 superhero connection whatsoever. A straight-up prestige credit that gets you taken seriously by people who don't care about capes. Then Brand New Day opens at an estimated $355 million, getting shockingly close to Endgame's all-time opening record. He didn't need a viral moment. He didn't need to force his way onto anyone's stage. He just let the work speak for itself. And the numbers did the rest of the talking for him. And that's really the contrast that makes this whole thing sting so much more. It's not just that Ryan had a bad week on camera. It's that the guy standing right next to him in every one of these comparisons is doing everything the exact opposite way and getting rewarded for it. Same industry, same era, 2 completely different results. One guy's out here performing for attention, the other one's quietly breaking records without saying a single word about it. Now, I'll be fair here. Nobody outside Marvel actually knows if any of this costs him a spot in Doomsday, and online speculation isn't proof of anything by itself. What we do know is that these clips are real, they're circulating everywhere, and the reaction to them has not been kind, not from fans, and honestly not from his own Marvel colleagues either, based on what's on tape. Studios and public opinion don't always move together. Sometimes an actor eats a bad news cycle and keeps the job anyway because the numbers work in his favor regardless. But sometimes the room just quietly stops making room for you, and nobody ever sends out a press release explaining why. And here's the part that should actually worry him if his team is paying attention at all. This isn't coming from tabloid gossip or anonymous sources this time. This is footage. His own colleagues, on camera, in their own words, at their own press events. You can spin a rumor, you can deny a source. You cannot spin your coworker looking you dead in the eye and telling the room not to be scared of you. Until Marvel actually says his name for Doomsday, this is all just noise, and right now, that noise is deafening. Asterisk. So let's recap real quick. Ryan crashed a panel he was never invited to. An old Tom Holland clip is resurfacing showing he genuinely didn't take Ryan that seriously back in 2019. And Samuel L. Jackson took a direct shot at him on camera too. 4 clips, 1 very clear pattern, and Tom Holland just quietly winning the whole time in the background, without lifting a finger to compete with any of it. Honestly, the wildest part of all this is how easily it could have stayed buried. These are old clips, small moments, things that would have stayed forgotten in some archive somewhere if Comic-Con hadn't happened. But once the internet had a reason to look back, it found exactly what it needed to build the whole story. And now there's no putting any of it away again. So tell me, do you think this is all just internet noise being blown out of proportion? Or is this actually a real pattern that's been sitting in plain sight for years? Comments go. I want to know exactly what you think. And if this one kept you hooked, like the video, subscribe to Amelia Brown. Notifications on so you don't miss whatever happens next with this. See you next time.